From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, it's another installment of the International Series, and we've got a good one on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yellow, I go blue, lady.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Yellow, lady.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Joey Bosa. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. Now Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Given 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Third down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in, so a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
Sets up a first down and goal at the
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Another try for Barkley. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Here's Barkley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Butker's kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trying to power ahead with 1. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try to get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 15 yards on the play. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you...
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rivers to throw it. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. L.J. Collier in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So first and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Rivers now. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Badgley able to punch this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something.
He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Load it.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
Chargers first down.
180, 380.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game. No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing it. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On play action, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. Now, I guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And picked up by the Chargers. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Rivers pass on target to Hunter Henry. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Set, block 15.
They go play action. Rivers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie run. Now Barkley stripped of the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On first down, it's Gordon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
It's 3rd down and 4.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes firing complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Party, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Well, last year, Chris Conley was the third option at receiver for Kansas City. He shipped off to Jacksonville. Now they're hoping that Robinson can help fill that void. And Andy Reid has said that he and Mahomes are developing a great rapport, hoping to improve upon the 22 times they connected last season. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyler Eifert with time running out. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Rivers to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel-downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD,